Hi viewers, it's my pleasure to bring you the videos of Indian temples. Please subscribe, like and comment so I can get your feedback regarding my video. Sri Kshetra Dharmasthala. Sri Kshetra Dharmasthala, the land of righteousness and piety, is one of South India's most renowned religious landmarks with a history as old as 800 years. Manjunatheshwara, the chief deity of the spiritual abode, has taken the form of a Shiva Linga and made immaculate the temple town of Dharmasthala since and forever. Lord Manjunatheshwara is being worshipped in a very unusual yet exceptionally inordinate manner in Sri Kshetra Dharmasthala, as this Shiva temple is besieged by Vaishnava priests and administered by Jain descendants. Dharmasthala, the abode of Dharma, is the quintessence of humanity and faith. As the name suggests, the word Dharma in its truest sense means righteousness. It is the embodiment of the world's most divine emotions in spite of one's caste, creed or religion. History. 800 years ago, Dharmasthala was known as Kuduma in Malarmati, a then village in South Kannada. Here lived the Jain chieftain Burmana Brigade and his wife Almubalalthi in a house called Niliyadi Bidu. Simple, pious and affectionate people, the Brigade family was known for its generosity and hospitality to all. According to legend, the guardian angels of Dharma assumed human forms and arrived at Brigade's abode in search of a place where Dharma was being practiced and could be continued and propagated. As was their habit, the Brigade couple hosted these illustrious visitors with all their wherewithal and great respect. Pleased by their sincerity and generosity, that night the Dharmadivas appeared in the dreams of Sri Burmana Brigade. They explained the purpose of their visit to him and instructed him to vacate his house for the worship of the Divas and dedicate his life to the propagation of Dharma. Asking no questions, the Brigade built himself another house and began worshipping the Divas at Niliyadi Bidu. This continues even today. As they continued their worship and their practice of hospitality, the Dharmadivas again appeared before Sri Burmana Brigade to build separate shrines dedicated to the four Dharmadivas, Kalarahu, Kalarke, Kumaraswamy, and Kanyakumari. Also, Brigade was instructed to choose 2 persons of noble birth to act as the Divas oracles and 4 worthy persons to assist Sri Brigade in his duties as the executive head of the shrines. In return, the Divas promised Sri Brigade family protection, abundance of charity and renown for the Sri Kshetra. As ordained, Sri Brigade built the shrines and invited Brahmin priests to perform the rituals. These priests requested Brigade to also install a Shivlinga beside the native Divas. The Divas then sent their vassal Anapaswamy to procure the idol of Lord Manjunatheshwara from Kadri, near Mangalore. Subsequently Sri Manjunathaswamy temple was built around this idol. Tradition. Around the 16th century, Sri Devaraja Hegade invited Sri Vadarajaswamy of Udupi to visit the shrine. The Swamiji gladly came but refused to accept bhiksha, food offering, because the idol of Lord Manjunatha had not been consecrated according to the Vedic rites. Sri Hegade then requested the Swamiji to reconsecrate the Shiva Linga himself. Pleased by the observance of the Vedic rites and Hegade's charity to all, the Swamiji named the place Dharmasthala, the abode of religion and charity. Thus, the roots of charity and religious tolerance established by the Brigades 800 years ago have been nurtured and strengthened by 21 generations of the Hegade family, Hegade being a derivative from Brigade. Today's Dharmasthala blossoms with the fruit of this selfless dedication. The Hegade is religious head of Sri Manjunathaswamy temple. After installation as the Hegade, he becomes the representative of Lord Manjunatha and performs his religious duties of propagating the tradition of Dharma in accordance with the command of the Divas, who accept him as their foster son and ensure that the traditional rituals are observed regularly in the temple of Lord Manjunatha. Discharging his responsibilities true to his conscience and acting on the precepts of religion, the Hegade acquires an aura of divinity which enables him to function as a representative of Lord Manjunatha and other Dharmadivas. He executes his social responsibilities as a pious grihastha by extending the 4 traditional danas, Annadana feeding, Aushadadana healthcare, Vidyadana educate and Abhayadana protect from fear. These being the gifts of food, medicine, education and freedom from fear. The Hegade is regarded as the voice of Lord Manjunatha. He is expected to dispense justice, advice and munificence to whoever approaches him with his problems and needs.
Hoyulis. A major judiciary function of the Hegate is the settlement of Hoyulis. These are civil complaints presented at Dharmasthala by people of all creeds. When such a complaint is lodged, an intimation is sent to the opposite party who is requested to come to the temple. When both parties appear before the Hegate and present their cases, he gives his verdict, which is accepted as the law. In fact, decisions given at Hoyulis are accepted by the civil courts of the country. The belief in Hoyulis is such that there have been instances where long-standing disputes have been settled, sometimes by the posterity of the injured parties. Aja and Ane. Madhubita Manjunata, the name of Lord Manjunata shall not be uttered in vain. So great is the belief of the people in Lord Manjunata, that they invoke his name when they reach the end of their tether to find a solution to a dispute without remedy. At such times the injured party literally throws up its arm and with closed eyes stops the opponent from going any further by invoking the name of Lord Manjunata. The strange thing about this practice is that it is adopted by people of all faiths. Once the injured party has uttered the Lord's name, both parties cease to make any contact with each other and the dispute is settled only by the Hegate, who is the representative of Lord Sri Manjunata. The Hegate's decision is left unquestioned and is accepted with utmost reverence. The position of the Hegate of Dharmasthala is a unique one, unknown in any other religious center in India. In the tradition of this kshetra, he represents Lord Manjunata. He is a pious grihastha or householder with numerous religious, social and cultural responsibilities towards the society. Hegate. The Hegate is religious and installed head of Sri Manjunata Swami Temple. He becomes the representative of Lord Manjunata and performs all his responsibilities accordingly as per tradition. After installation as the Hegate, his religious duties include propagating the tradition of Dharma in accordance with the command of the Daivas, who accept him as their foster son and ensure that the traditional rituals are observed regularly in the temple of Lord Manjunata. Discharging his responsibilities true to his conscience and acting on the precepts of religion, the Hegate acquires an aura of divinity which enables him to function as a representative of Lord Manjunata and other Dharma Daivas. He executes his social responsibilities as a pious grihastha by extending the four traditional danas, Annadana, feed, Aushadadana, heal, Vidyadana, educate, and Abhayadana protect from fear. These being the gifts of food, medicine, education and freedom from fear. Since the Hegate is regarded as the voice of Lord Manjunata, he is expected to dispense justice, advice and munificence to whoever approaches him with his problems and needs. Thank you friends. If you like the video please comment down and let me know. Nature with Nesh.